Okay, so this entire paddy field that you can see and the coconut trees in the background, all of this belongs to Porinju. Porinju, we spoke about it in the passing, but explain to us this paddy field. Are you into farming as well?
Yeah, I do farming, not really commercially.
Okay.
Basically for use at home and some extra paddy and all we just give
Donate
on charity.
Okay.
Some deserving people.
You don't sell it?
No, we don't sell it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Porinju, let's get back to the subject that we were discussing. Everyone that I've spoken to in Unplugged has spoken about a couple of people or 2 or 3 people who have influenced them in their life. Who has influenced you most? Any 2 or 3 people?
I would say starting with, Uday Kotak, we discussed about him. He has inspired me more than influencing. And, his leadership skills and, his dynamism, something amazing. And later, I would say Chandrakant Sampath, the basic ideas of value investing. Now, later everybody was following Warren Buffett and all, but much before I heard about Warren Buffett, I think the similar principles, I think I have heard from late Chandrakant Sampath.
Yes.
I have a lot of respect for him. And after coming back to my hometown in 99, I had association with Sija George, the Geojit Securities. Now it's a Geojit BNP Paribas. I think his ethics, the discipline, and his, the vision, I have been highly influenced by those qualities of Mr. C.J. George, and he has been also very inspiring.
Tell us a bit more about Mr. Sampath, because he had an aura about him, talking about how he would go into the BSc ring without the need of a badge. Tell us a bit about him.
Chandrakant Bhai, he could have gone into the BSc trading ring anytime. I think he had some special permission and badge for that. Otherwise, only the badge holders could enter, or the member can enter into the trading ring in those days, the outcry system.
What was the most important learning from him for you?
It's again some of which I am compromising of late. No, he was always after the MNC companies because of the high quality of management, professionalism, and ethics followed by them. And the brand, he was always amazed when enthusiastic about the brands, the power of brands, the power of brands to grow bigger and bigger, especially in an economy like India. So that is what is happening now. If you remember the way Colgate created wealth in the last 20-30 years, Hindustan Liver or ITC, I remember Gillette. It used to be Indian shaving products when Chandrakant Bhai used to influence me to buy it. I remember buying it at 60-70 rupees. And it was a very small market cap. And many such Nestle. Nestle used to be the all-time favorite of Mr. Chandrakant Sampath. Even anybody stayed, invested in those companies. I think it is...
Did you invest in any of these? I mean, you spoke about Gillette, but did you invest and stay invested in any of these?
I wish I had enough capital in those days to invest. I had hardly any capital. I have started my career with zero capital. And to be very frank, Anuj, I have gone 3 times bankrupt in my career because with a very low base of capital, and I had a liking to trading. Even today also I have a little passion for trading. It's like a hobby. But of course today my stage of life or the profession has changed. So that trading is only as a hobby only.
I remember you had tweeted 2 days before Brexit, and that's well documented. 2 days before Brexit, you tweeted that if Brexit happens, Nifty will go to 8,500 in 2 weeks or so. And that is how it panned out from 7,800 to 8,500. What gave you that conviction?
I felt if Brexit happens, nothing major economically, especially with regard to India, is going to happen. So I think it was a simple arithmetic. This is not a gut feeling. So I tried all combinations of that. I found nothing can happen to an investor in a company in India. Somebody holding Force Motors or somebody holding Biocon at that time. How can he lose money because Britain exited from EU? See, so I had even tweeted, even after Brexit, if all Britons, if they continue to wear clothes, if they continue to eat food, and if they continue to take medicines, economically everything is fine in the world.
So, you said that you went bankrupt thrice. How did you bounce back?
I enjoyed it, in fact. Going to zero. And that is called, the spirit of life.
This was before your PMS?
Yeah, see, this is nothing to do with my PMS. My PMS has been always very, it's a very different activity.
Okay.
This I'm talking about
your
when
personal
I trade
trading.
sometimes.
Okay.
No, I have gone wrong because I have that gut feeling thing also. Right? Sometimes take call, and the markets can be irrational for longer than you or me expect.
Yes.
That is what make me bankrupt. So my decisions to do something was correct. But when you do a leverage thing,
yes,
maybe there is an issue when the market is irrational for a long period of time.
Yes.
So again, that's all some interesting earlier, not in the recent past.
Okay.